classic car, they got the look. First eyes, I see their look, I will fall in love with them.
And this is my little baby.
Yeah, a lot of people think that, call the cars the old girl and so on, and my wife certainly thinks I spend so much time in the garage that she's a car widow.
Every boy have a dream car.
Slightly bonkers for sure, because we're a little bit, I guess, addicted to the hobby.
Why I picked a Mini is that I grew up always wanting to own a Mini. No other car mattered to me because it was complete, it was sporty, and now looking back, after owning it for so long, I feel I'm getting old, but the car is looking young and fresh as it always did.
Whatever car I'm driving, whether it's a 60s car or the 30s car, I play the music of that era. You get into the mood. Barracuda, I always wanted one of those cars, and somebody told me that there was one in Indonesia, and a boat builder actually bought it because he liked the boat tail backside. I pretty much had to pull that out of the jungle. My wife doesn't want me to sell it, and then the kids, they always want me to keep that one, so it's the family car with memories.
I'm Alan Lim. Since I was young, Mercedes is my dream car. I got 3 Mercedes, 1 Volkswagen, 1 Rover, and up to today I still left 2 of these Mercedes, the 190 Ponton and the 170S. The shape is very unique.
My name is Bernard Lee. Profession is a auditor. This car is a Lotus Esprit S3. This car has been featured in the Bond movie 007, Moonraker, and also The Spy Who Loved Me. I think it's the fun element. In the movie, the car go to the sea. When the car is emerged from the sea, and the Bond wind down the window and throws out a fish. The engine sound. And all this, especially great, if you on the James Bond the theme song also. So you go even faster for that. So I mean, we do need to have the ability to control your urge to go faster.
I'm David Christie. My car is a Morris Mini 1000. I've owned it for 20 years. My daughter, when she was born, we brought her home in this car, and she's now 18 years old. So in a sense, this is very much part of our family.
This Ponton 190B is the only one left in Singapore. During the early day, 1950 to 70, is used as the illegal taxi in Singapore. The fare is from Rochor Centre to Sembawang is roughly about 60 cents per ride per person. We call it in Hokkien is Pa Hong Chia. Pa Hong is like a gangster or Ong like that.
I'm Kevin White. I've been living in Singapore for about 25 years in the region. I think the best thing about owning classic cars, and I have 4 of them in Singapore, just the people that you meet, and researching the car and the era and trying to get that part of it right. The 41 Ford Mercury was actually made in Canada but assembled in Singapore. And it was actually finished in November 41, and the Japanese invaded in 42, and it never actually got to its rightful owner. And the Japanese took the car over, and the Imperial Army drove around with it until, the Allied forces rescued Singapore. And then the Dutch seemed to think that they owned it, and they took it down to Indonesia, Batavia in those days. And then I found out about it in the mid-90s, and the idea of getting a car that has such Singapore history and a colourful history restored and back into Singapore was a big driver for me, and I'm glad that it's here today. But plus having a piece of art that you can just jump in, stick your arm out the window and get somewhere, because for me the last few years I've always seemed to have had more fun getting somewhere than I've actually had once I get there. So the ride to me is pretty important.